Did a great job opening up holes, controlling a lot in scrimmage, and they prepared our week for that to happen. Preparation is the key, and that's what we try to do. So I did execute the plan that we prepared and worked hard for all week.
You have Tennessee this week, rivalry game. What's special about this game, and is it more special than any other week?
It's a big game, big rivalry, good opponent, SEC game. So it's exciting to be able to play another big game on Saturday in Bryant-Denny, especially against an opponent like Tennessee.
I want to ask you about kind of like an intangible thing, but how much does momentum play into your performance as a running back? Maybe you get started early, first couple of carries, you pick up a couple extra yards. Is that a factor at all?
I'm just trying to help my team win and trying to make plays for the offense just so we can get a win. So if it's a momentum shift for our offense, I mean, it is, but I'm just trying to make plays, help the team win.
On Saturday, it was kind of referenced coach lighting a fire under the team at halftime. In big games like that, how do you guys balance the emotion of the moment and the execution that you guys need to make on the field?
I mean, we just got to stay focused on the task at hand. That's finishing and getting the win, and just finish strong. Like Coach preaches about 60 minutes off 4 quarters. And that's what we try to do.
Nick Saban was asked today about how you guys seem to get off to faster starts on the road as opposed to being at home. Can you put your finger on why that's happened so far this year?
Oh, I'm not sure, but we've been playing good on the road. We got to carry on to home games and just let that game last week carry the momentum to this week and how we prepare and get ready for our next opponent.
So, in your opinion, there's no extra pressures, distractions, crowd factors? There's nothing that stands out to you?
No, I mean, we just got to play better at home. That's it. That's on us.
You guys have won 2 games against top 10 teams this season. Coach Saban's done it against 16 times since he's been at Alabama. What is it about him that allows this team, this program, to be consistently prepared for those types of games?
Coach Saban is a great coach, and he just hold us at a standard that we need to play on, and that's a high level. We all hold each other to that standard, and that's what's been instilled through the process of this program. That's what this program has been built on, and he does a great job doing that.
As a running back who doesn't mind physicality, do you like it when your quarterback shows some physicality and he lowers his shoulder when he's running out of the pocket?
Yeah, that's the way Drake plays. He's just very physical, very aggressive, and just had that mentality, not scared mentality, just fearless. And I mean, you like that. I mean, as you see it in your quarterback.
Fair to say there's a little bit of running back in him, maybe.
I mean, he just whenever he runs the ball, he just runs physical. I mean, he's not scared. So I mean, that's just good. And I'm saying he's a great competitor. So.
Anything else?
It ain't no secret, really. Everybody lined up and everybody just did their job. And Coach put out a heck of a game plan. Coach Smart and all the defensive coaches and Coach Saban. And just really everybody just did their job. And anytime everybody do their job, we're a hard team to be beat.
You mentioned something about talking to Coach Kibbett about how much points you guys put up. Did you do that yet?
I ain't talked to him since after the game, for real. So I ain't really gave him a hard time after that.
You have Tennessee this week. It's a rivalry game. What's different about this game, and is it special to play in something like this?
Oh yeah, this game's for like the older guys, all the past guys that play here, and that has a grudge against Tennessee. So we got to get this one for them. So everybody come out and have a great week of preparation, the whole week, and everybody's got to do their job when the game comes.
You guys have, when you've been on the road this year, you've gotten off some great starts. Not so much at home. Is there any reason for that?
I don't know. I guess it's just how guys react on the road, just seeing how the fans react and stuff like that. But I think we're gonna do a better job of that. Just got to get guys keep being motivated. Just because we're at home, the fans loud and all that stuff. Guys just, I don't know. I really can't tell you for real. I don't know what it is.
So not something you can put your finger on.
No.
Additional pressure, or just the pressure to want to blow a team out or something like that.
I have no idea. I don't know what it is, but we got to talk to the guys and get the job done this week about that. So.
When you're in a game like that, you're in an environment like that, how do you balance the emotion of the moment with the execution needed on the field?
I say going to an environment like that, you just got to stay calm and just know that you're there to do your job and not worry about the outside stuff or the fans and stuff like that heckling you, none of that. It's all about guys just coming in, knowing they got to do their job and just stay focused on the task at hand.
Playing in a game like that where you know they're going to be throwing the football a lot, how much easier does it make it for you guys dropping back when you know you can rush just 4 and get plenty of pressure because that D-line's so good?
As a sense of security, knowing that I can get guys to the ball, and just knowing that the quarterback's not going to get comfortable in the pocket. And the guys in the secondary are doing a heck of a job getting interceptions and batting balls down and just locking the guys up. So anytime you got a sense of security like that, you got a chance to have a good defense. In other words, so I'm very proud of those guys up front doing their job, getting to the quarterback and giving them fits.
I know you guys obviously want to have huge hits all the time. It can change a game. It has an impact. But I want to ask you about targeting. There's been extra emphasis put on it with the rule that's been imposed. I'm certain you don't think about that when you're actually lining up to hit somebody during a game. But in practice, in preparation for the game, has that had any sort of an impact on your form, preparation, anything like that? Has that any impact at all, the targeting rule on preparation?
I feel like personally, as long as you don't try to launch and with your head down at them, I think you got a good chance of not having the targeting. But it's hard to tell out there on the field once a guy that loves to thump all the time, a guy that loves the big hit, it's hard to tell. That guy loves to come in and just. But I think if you practice on it and practice and keeping your head up most of the time instead of just launching and having your head down, you got a good chance of not having targeting. But it's hard on the field though when the guy's just trying to get to him. But it's just hard really.
When A&M was looking to play fast offensively, you guys were right there with the defensive substitutions to keep everyone fresh. How much did you guys work on that in practice during the week, being able to get those subs in quick?
Every play. Coach had a scenario for us. Coach Taj and Coach Davis and Coach Smart and all of them was working on getting guys in. As soon as the down was over and the guy got down, we had guys coming in. It seemed like before the play was over, we had guys coming in. So the coaches have done a great job of getting the substitutions in. The guys have done a great job being focused on the sideline. And when it's time for a guy to come in, they've been coming in and doing their job. So it's been a great job as a whole that we've done.
Josh Dobbs is a special kind of quarterback where he can beat you with his arm or with his legs. How do you defend somebody like that? And how difficult is it to game plan for someone like that?
Like I said, you got to do your job and do the best you can to get to him because he's a heck of a player. As smart as he is, I know he's very smart. So you got to do your job and just try to just get to him best you can and make him feel you a little as much as possible. So, but since he can run, we got to keep him contained. And since he can throw, our guys secondary got to do a great job of covering the receivers.
I mean, obviously you're a physical linebacker, you like to make some hits, but when you're watching from the sideline and your quarterback lowers his shoulder, like Jake did, how much do you like seeing that?
Oh, I love it. I love it. It shows how tough and he's a competitor. Me, I call him Baby Roethlisberger. That's just me though. But he's done a great job for us. Each week he's got a whole lot better. Him and Coach Kiffin sit on the plane beside each other and they go through what they need to go through to prepare for the game. And I know the guys in the locker room are very proud of Jacob and the job he's done. And each week you can tell he's improving in practice and when the games come. So I'm very proud of him.
I would just say, hey, slide, sit down, the quarterback, sit down.
We've told him, but he don't like sliding, I guess. So he's a competitor, and I love the things that he does out there on the field.
Minkah Fitzpatrick has certainly shown the last few games he's got a nose for the football and making big plays. What have you seen from him that just seems to have him in the right place at the right time so often?
He takes the very detailed thing that Coach Tucker and Coach Saban put on the board, and he zeroes in on it. Like he's very disciplined. That's the word I'm looking for. And he has a great family background that shows it, that makes him very disciplined like that. And when it's on the field and practice, you can just tell he's very disciplined. He's smart, and he listens to everything.
We've heard you picked up a couple other nicknames. Can you tell us about those?
There's, let's see, I told them over there is Vanilla Vic, Cam Cracker, and that's, there's a couple more, but I can't remember it's getting out of hand.
A lot of quarterbacks try to avoid the contact. You almost seem like you're seeking it out. Why is that?
It's football, and I feel like, we needed a big play at the time, and I was just trying to do what I could.
Going into that, do you know, like, when I drop a hit on someone, this is going to fire up the sideline?
I don't know. When I'm just thinking, get the first down, get whatever you can, and whatever happens, happens. So if it does, I'll do it. If it does anything to help us win, that's what I'm gonna try to do.
You giving Coach Kiffin a heart attack yet?
not for running. Probably making a few mistakes, you know, throwing the ball. But I don't think running the ball is giving him any heart attacks.
But going off of that, how much has Lane Kiffin impacted you as a player?
Oh man, he's helped me out a lot. You know, simplifying things and just the way he, you know, puts together a game plan. It really simplifies things for everybody, especially me, and just makes it a lot easier. So, Coach Kiffin, I can't tell you how much he's helped me this year.
One more time, I want to go back to the nicknames. I didn't hear you address Baby Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
Is that a Reggie only one?
No, there's nicknames coming from everywhere right now. There's been a lot of Roethlisberger ones, but everybody's got something nowadays.
Which one's your favorite?
I don't know. I've had enough of that. Really, just I don't have a favorite.
Bring it back to the field. Is it, you guys have gotten out to some fast starts on the road.
Mm-hmm.
At home, maybe a little bit sluggish. I know Nick Saban was asked about that today. Is there anything you can put your finger on as to why that's happening?
What Coach Saban say about it? So I'll try to say what he said.
Why? Is it pressure from the home crowd? Want you guys to blow somebody out?
I think everybody just wants to do so well for our fans. It means a lot to come in and play really hard for the people that support us, like they do, and I tell you, it's not because of lack of trying. Everybody's really trying hard to do what we're supposed to do, and I can't put a finger on it really though. I think just we got to focus more at home. Really, that's about it.
On Saturday, Coach talked a little bit about lighting a fire under the team at halftime. When you guys come back out for the third quarter, particularly as a quarterback, how do you balance the emotion of the moment with what you need to do execution-wise?
That's the main thing is just focusing on execution. And in a game like we were in Saturday against Texas A&M, they were building momentum, and my main thing was just sticking to the reads and not doing anything too risky, just staying within the offense and making sure I get completions and first downs and just try to keep the momentum on our side and just keep those drives moving. Not necessarily get a huge play, but just keep it going and make sure we keep the ball.
You guys have beaten 2 top 10 teams on the road. Nick Saban in his time at Alabama has beaten 16 top 10 teams. What does he do as a coach that allows you guys to perform time and time again in those types of scenarios?
I don't think Coach Saban really ever changes. It's always, when we play well, it's because we do what the game plan that he's put together, and when we don't, it's because we weren't focused or we didn't execute. It's it's really all on us as far as when we don't play as well, because the game plan, the plays are called and everything else, it's there. The plays are there. It's just we have to execute.
Growing up, what was your view of the Alabama-Tennessee rivalry?
It was unbelievable. At my school, really, in high school and middle school, we only had one Tennessee fan really that I can remember that always, caught the blunt end of all our jokes and everything. So it wasn't as big as Auburn is out in Alabama just because there weren't as many Tennessee fans. But it's a huge rivalry, and it means a lot to me. So I'm really looking forward to this week.
You've seen several different rivalries from your time at Florida State and now here. Where does this one rank in your mind?
Oh, it's up there at the top. As historical as this rivalry is, it means a lot, and I couldn't tell you how excited I am about being able to play in it.
As a quarterback, is that kind of the benchmark that this game up there as far as with the Auburn? Is that kind of the game you really want to perform and win?
Really every game, especially here, you gotta play your best, and I just, it's like any other game really. You can't set it aside, from any other game. Just you got to prepare the same way and just get the job done.
Now that you've asserted yourself as the starter, has the experience of being the starting quarterback in Alabama been what you expected to this point?
Yep. It's still football, and it just really there's no difference outside of in here just learning plays, running it, doing what the coaches tell you, and it's really the same. The only difference is just outside. Alabama's just so. Everybody's so passionate about Alabama football. It just, it changes a little bit outside of here, but that's about it.
All right, last one.
Having worked against him in practice, what have you seen from Minkah Fitzpatrick that he always seems to be around the football, just has a nose for the big play?
play?
Yeah, he's a real instinctive player. Plays real hard, and he's the type of guy that you really like having on your team. He's a freshman, and he plays like he's been here for years, and just his attitude, the way he goes about things, it's pretty incredible.
Texas A&M at points was trying to play fast. And you guys were quick with the substitutions defensively. How much did you guys work on that during the week leading up to the game?
We definitely made it a point of emphasis of everybody being locked in on the sideline, knowing the situation, the down and distance. So when your opportunity, your certain package came on the field, you would be ready for it. So I feel like we did a good job of executing that Monday through Thursday.
Some people were saying that Alabama's a great defensive team, but if you spread them out, they become more susceptible. Do you think you guys maybe proved the point on Saturday? There was a misconception about this defense?
I feel like we have, but I mean that's not really up to me to judge. If they feel like we proved a point, then good. We're just trying to play the best football we can play. That's all we can really control right now.
It was a great day, obviously, for the secondary, but when you guys are so talented up front, when you can rush only 4 and get pressure on the quarterback, how much do you think that helps the rest of the defense?
We feel like it helps them a lot. We're not really so focused on sacks, but affecting the quarterback. But vice versa, a lot of times DBs had great coverage and gave us cover sacks. So I feel like we work hand in hand with playing with each other.
It seems like you guys have gotten off to faster starts on the road as opposed to at home. Maybe a little sluggish at home at times. It seems like, I don't know if that's fair or unfair, but that's what it looks like, at least to me. Can you put your finger on why that is?
Honestly, I have no idea. I mean, I don't know if it's distractions or what, but honestly, I couldn't tell you why. But I could tell we love playing on the road. We love playing playing in home. So, I mean, I'm not sure why that could be.
Does it have anything to do maybe the pressure of the fans want you guys to blow somebody out or perform at your best? Or I mean, there's anything like that?
I mean, it could be, but like Coach James said, we're not really focused on the fans. We love playing in front of our fans at Bryan and but at the end of the day, it's about the 11-man on our team and 11-man on their team, 100 yards long, 53 yards wide, and I mean, it's football coming down to it. So we're not really focused on the fans when the game starts. So, I mean, I'm not sure what it could be.
Tennessee, big rival for you guys. What is it like playing in this game, and how special and how much does it mean to you guys as a team?
Oh, we love playing against Tennessee. The rivalry is great. But with that being said, we're not putting no added pressure or any significance to this game because every game is important. We're putting just as much pressure on this game as the last game and so forth. So we're going to go out there, have a good Monday practice, and get ready for the game.
Josh Dobbs is a unique kind of quarterback where he's so smart, but then he can beat you with his arm and with his legs. How do you prepare for someone like that, and how do you defend that?
Definitely you defend it with execution and effort. If we have good execution, put our guys in the right position with effort with 11 guys chasing the ball, I feel like we can do a good job containing them this game.
You guys have won 2 road games against top 10 teams. Nick Saban won 16 games against top 10 teams at Alabama. Why is Alabama always so good in those types of games?
I mean, we just love the atmosphere. Personally, I love going on the road. I love playing in front of a hostile crowd. That gets me going just a little more. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like as a team we do good in those situations.
You guys are a physical defense. Do you kind of like it when your quarterback lowers his shoulder, like Jake did in that game? Do you like to see him run with a little bit of aggressiveness, a little bit of physicality?
Definitely, especially as a D-line, you love physicality wherever it comes. So when you see your quarterback do that, that gives you a little more effort and just everything to go out there next drive. So I love seeing that from my quarterback.
There's no times where you think to yourself, Jake, hey, get out and slide.
None whatsoever. Never.
He was telling us about some of his nicknames that he's gathered along the way. Do you have a favorite?
I mean, I don't know. I guess Big Ben, that's the only one I really heard. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just call him Coker. That's what I call him. I don't got no nickname for him yet.
Based on what you've seen from him in the games and in practice, how much have you seen him grow, though, as a quarterback and as a leader for you guys so far this year?
Oh, he's growing tremendously. His confidence level is just getting better and better every week, and that's what I see most out of him, and I'm just proud of him, happy to see him be successful. He's one of our hardest working guys on the team, so it's finally, starting to come into fruition for him.
What have you seen from Minkah Fitzpatrick that just allows him to always seem to be around the football and has such a nose for the big play?
Just an extra effort guy, always running to the ball. Whenever you run to the ball, good things are about to happen. So I feel like that's one of his biggest things. He never takes a play off and always just giving 110%.